Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Pretty Women Panic as Good Men Leave Dating Apps. Let's get right into it.
This comment right here reminds me that beauty standards are dumb and they are racially motivated. This person right here seems to be trying to convince me that I am ugly and told me to look in the mirror because I complain about my Hinge matches. Then they go on to say that if you're not conventionally attractive, then you shouldn't use dating apps because you never find someone. It's very odd that people say that any non-white person isn't conventionally attractive. I think people think attractiveness means just white. Because anything that's not white is like, oh, unconventionally attractive. No, you're just not white. I could be taking this out of context, but it just reminds me of this whole, oh, you're pretty for a black girl. Or, oh, she's not conventionally attractive, but like, no, say what you really mean. This comment right.
Yeah, well, I hate to break it to black women, but not everyone finds you attractive. Look, I find you attractive. I'm glad that you have natural hair. I find black women attractive in general. But a lot of black women always talk about, swindling and go and get them a white man, you know what I'm saying, as if black men aren't really their only options. Okay, and I understand. I get it. You think if you go to Brad, you're going to be upgrading from Tyrone. I get it. But you really should do your research, okay? I'm just saying, and it's not looking good on dating apps. Now, here's another black woman who's struggling on dating apps as well. Let's listen to what she has to say. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Okay, TikTok, I have to tell y'all about something that happened. I need to get it off my chest because I'm just like, oh my God. So my friend and I, we were at a Bumble IRL event this past Thursday. And it was beautiful. It was on a rooftop, free food, free drinks, good vibes. It was a great time. Did we meet any men? No, but we met a bunch of fabulous women, and who doesn't like free stuff? So the night is wrapping up and we start taking photos. And as we're having this little photo shoot session, this guy that we've seen at previous events, he walks up to us and starts talking to us. He proceeds to say, "You two are the most beautiful women." And he takes this pause. He goes, "The two most beautiful black women I have ever seen." And it felt like time stood still, like we audibly gasped. And I reiterate, I'm like, "Oh, most beautiful black women?" Because if you're a black woman, you already know where I'm about to go with this. And then he proceeds to say, "Well, yeah, because I don't find black women, attractive. Like, they're not beautiful to me." And he says this verbatim, and we're just in shock. We're like, we laugh, and we're looking at each other like, is this, we're at a dating event. And this man comes up to us, has the audacity to be like, "Yeah, I don't find black women pretty, but you guys are an exception. But it's what you have happen on the apps transpire into real life." So
That's exactly the case. What happens on the apps are going to transpire in real life. And I wonder when black women are going to realize that black men are your only really options. I'm just saying, we're the only ones that are genuinely attracted to you. Okay? And y'all don't even listen to us. Okay? Y'all don't even listen to us. You only listen to Brad because he's your boss. But you won't listen to your man. Okay? Make that make sense. Okay? But Bumble is struggling in general. She talked about this Bumble IRL event. But I found out that Bumble actually is laying a lot of people off.
Bumble just laid off 30% of its staff. What's next for the dating app giant? Bumble shares soared 25% after the company announced a major restructuring plan involving the layoff of 30% of its workforce, about 240 roles. The cost-cutting move, disclosed in a securities filing, will result in up to $18 million in charges through Q3 and Q4, but is projected to save Bumble $40 million annually. The company stated the cuts were necessary to optimize execution on strategic priorities and allow for reinvestment into product and technology development. Despite the market
That is so funny to me. You know what I'm saying? The Bumble stock just skyrocketing because they're firing over 30% of their staff. Okay? They had too many people. And they saved $40 million. And I'm saying this to say that they got to figure out new ways because men are just leaving dating apps as a whole. Men are just they're not doing dating apps. Women are struggling on dating apps. The men that are left behind, women, especially black women, don't even find black women attractive. Okay? but they still give us a hard time. I just think that's so funny. Black women give us a hard time, yet we're the ones that find them attractive. We're the ones that are going to protect us, protect them. Anyway, here's this black man talking about his experience on dating apps. Let's listen to what he has to say.
So I downloaded Hinge when I came back to Houston. I didn't like what I saw. It's a lot of transactional motives on there. Women looking for tricks to get them things, to take them on trips. It's not too much like quality out there. On surface level, a lot of pretty women, a lot of beautiful women. Yeah, Houston is top tier when it comes to like just looks for real. Like, I'm from here, I've seen it already, I know how it is. But looks to get you but so far. I talked to some women, in person that I just came across and say, hey, what's up, how you doing? Open the door for them. Just, casual, getting warmed up, a couple jump shots, before I get in the game. And I like that a lot more, that exchange, that connection, a lot more than, matching with somebody on these apps, man. It's terrible. It's awkward. It's like people don't know how to talk or something, like, because you got to set up something and all this stuff to meet somebody where in person you could just see that person. And when a woman look at you and she kind of give you that cue that she feeling you, that feels so much better than somebody matching with you, like 100 times better. Yeah, I'm done with all the apps. BLK, trash. Hinge, it's nice to look at, but still trash. Bumble, trash. So yeah, in person, all the apps is gone, done. So
damn. He's done with the dating apps. I don't blame him, right? Most men struggle on dating apps. This is the truth, okay? Most men struggle on dating apps. And personally, I've had a lot of success, right? At this point in my life now, I got more bodies off of dating apps than in person, which is wild. But predominantly, the reason for that, it's because I'm usually in environments where I'm not the appeal of the environment. I don't want to talk about that so much, but just put it this way, right? I'm not really in black environments, right? I'm in predominantly rich, white environments, okay? So usually I'm not the ideal, just to keep it real, okay? And I'm not the size of a football player. If you're like a football player size, you're everybody's ideal, okay? So I'm saying this to say that, if you struggle on dating apps, you want some help, join my men's group, 100 Men Roundtable, okay? If you join the 100 Men Roundtable, we meet for two live video calls, and we discuss this kind of stuff, okay? Or read my book, Be Attractive and Shut Up. All right, moving forward, we have another girl who wants to delete her Hinge herself as well. I wonder why. Let's listen to what she has to say.
I have been back on Hinge. I deleted Hinge for like a whole year, right? I got back on Saturday. I'm already about to delete it again. And honestly, it's just overwhelming and a waste of time. It's just like I cannot keep up with this many dead end conversations, right? Like, just plan a freaking date. I understand that men don't want to plan a date so quick because they don't want to spend their money just for it to go nowhere. But we could have great conversation for a week, meet up in person, and the vibes not be there, and you still spend your money, right? Like, waiting so long to have a date to try to make sure you're securing your investment, like, you might not get a return on it, okay? I'm talking to this one guy. Mind you, I started talking to him on Sunday. It's now Wednesday. What are we talking about? Like, let's go meet in person. And now he's just asking me stupid questions just because there's nothing left to talk about. Like, this man just asked me, what do I feel like I need to work on before I get into a relationship? Why would I be on a dating app? Why would I be on a freaking dating app if I felt like there was something that I needed to work on before getting into a relationship? Unlike y'all men be knowing that y'all are not ready for a relationship, but still trying to pursue a woman. I'm not doing that. Like, I have been...
It's so funny that women think all the men are the ones that they choose. They're like the ones that they choose, right? The ones that make them single mothers, that just represents how all men are, right? All men are just losers who spend all their time seducing women on dating apps, putting them on a pedestal, worshiping them, that ultimately won't make good fathers and run away from their responsibility when they become fathers. All men are like that, according to her, okay? Because we're just not ready for relationships. I don't believe it. I'm not buying it, but it's funny that dating apps are not working for anybody. I'm just saying, it's just not working for people, okay? Now, when you have no choice but to talk to people in real life, you should ask yourself, are you prepared for that? Here's a girl from the thumbnail. If you watch the thumbnail, it was actually the girl on the very first video as well. She also has a lot of problem dating outside of dating apps. Let's watch this video and we will respond.
I'm at a gas station right now, And y'all know how it is at a gas station. Men always try to talk to you. So one of my favorite things to do as a woman who speaks a few languages is act like I don't speak English when men try to talk to me. So this area is predominantly filled with like Hispanic people. So I couldn't say I didn't speak English and only speak Spanish. So I started speaking Portuguese. And the guy's talking to me and I just look confused, like I don't understand him. He's like, oh, you're from California? Because that's what my plates say. And I'm just looking at him like I don't understand him. And he's like, oh, no English? No English? Where are you from? And I was like, Brazil. And he was like, oh, okay, and walked away. But like, I do this a lot everywhere. I'll just act like I speak Spanish only. Like when I was at Walmart like a few days ago, this guy was asking for money. And I was like, oh, lo siento, pero no hablo inglés. And I just kept repeating that, like, oh, no hablo inglés. Anyway, so yeah, if you don't want to get bothered by men, just act like you don't speak English. I'm at a gas station.
And this is what we mean. This is why we don't approach women anymore. Guys, why we don't approach women because of women like this. She's going to say that she doesn't speak English when you approach her, okay? And the only thing she knows how to say in Portuguese is Brazil. That was the best thing you could say in Portuguese? Come on, if that's Portuguese, and I know how to speak Portuguese, goddammit. Anyway, I find it funny because here's a woman who's going to ruin her life with this feminist ideology. She's going to ruin it. It's not going to serve her well. It's not. Okay? Shout out to her for having natural hair. That's a good start. Shout out to her for being decently attractive. That's a good start. But you know what happens with this? Feminism ruins everything. Feminism ruins attractive women. Feminism ruins unattractive women. Feminism ruins black women. Feminism ruins white women. Feminism just ruins women. But they buy into this. Invariably. They always do. Okay? They always do it. Now, here's a woman who's older, who's struggling on dating apps, who apparently men don't find her attractive if they're not black either. And they don't put up with her shit either. So she's older, she's black, and she looks like Issa Rae. Let's listen to what she got to say.
So I just got off the phone with the last man who was standing from Bumble and Honey Baby. So this man and I, we were talking about going to celebrate the end of this big deposition that he had. And so I suggested that we go to a winery. So his response was, oh, so you're open to going out west. I'm thinking west of where I live. This man was talking about West Virginia. And then he goes, oh, it's different out there because there are 45 supporters. We don't say that name in his household. He said the name though. Strike one. So then I'm like, sir, that's not going to work. I'm black. And he's like, well, I can't, he's German, not like Boris Kojo German, like Deutschland German. And he's like, oh, I can't vote in this country, but you can, and it's your job to change their mind. Strike two. So at that point, I was like, sir, I have to go. And he's like, oh, you're cutting the conversation short? I'm like, yes. And this is why I can't date too far outside my culture, because not only do I want to not have to explain why I can't be out frolicking in West Virginia, I really just want to catch a wine on somebody's son's groin. Send them now, Lord. So I just got...
She wants to catch a wine on somebody's son's groin? Is that what she said? I'm telling you, these older women are so perverted and their brain's so small. You don't know whether you should just pump or dump them or just leave them alone altogether. Just leave them alone altogether. So she's talking about she didn't want to date outside of her race because of the experience that she's having, okay? And, she can't say the name 40, 45 is the only permissible term for Trump in her household. This is the controlling black woman that exists. So look, you can't do well outside your race. Right? You don't want anyone that supports Trump. You're just like narrowing your dating pool, right? This idea that people really want to date someone that has their political views is insane. I tell people all the time, I'm not left wing, I'm not right wing. I don't have any wings. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any wings. But I've read a study somewhere that says 1 out of 6 people are not talking to a family member or a loved one because of their political differences. Imagine that. Imagine that. Okay, one of my brothers, he's a full-out liberal. Like, he went into complete panic mode when Trump got elected. Oh, so I heard. I don't know. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? When someone told me, I was like, what? He panicked. Okay? That's how crazy this world is. People are fighting over nonsense. One of the girls that I'm talking to, she was asking me, what do you think about the big, beautiful bill? I'm like, I don't talk about politics. I don't know. Oh, she wants to argue. I'm like, I don't want to argue. Listen, first of all, I don't want to argue politics with someone who gets all their information from news. If you get all your information from CNN, please, I don't want to argue with you. Because you really don't know politics. Let's keep it real, okay? Unless you study and read books, unless you know who Thomas Sowell is, unless you know the creature from Jekyll's Island, unless you know Frederick Bastiat the Law, unless you know certain particular books, it's a waste of my time arguing with you because you're not going to agree with me, and even if I'm right, you're going to say I'm wrong. So I don't do it, okay? But a lot of women want to argue about politics. Lady, you have too much to handle you have too much on your table already, okay? You can't fit no more drama, okay? Pick a struggle. You can't fit any more struggles, okay? It's bad enough a lot of you women are undesirable by men outside your own race. And on top of that, you want to pick a man he has to be your race and has to be a Democrat too? Come on now. And y'all always talk about going to white zaddy. Anyway, we have white women who are struggling on dating apps. I find it funny too. I guess everyone's struggling on dating apps, okay? Let's listen to what she has to say.
I blame dating apps. It's just because men matching with 1,000 girls on the dating apps, they're writing them same messages like, oh, come over. They don't do any effort. And from 1,000 women, one gonna say yes and she gonna come over to your house. So like, why men should put effort if somebody gonna agree to come to their house without any question? So it's all about dating app nowadays. That's why men stop to put any effort. And they even can't take her to the date, to the dinner. They can't do reservation in the restaurant because they don't want to spend money. Because for what? Why? So I really wish all dating app get banned and men start to care about women as they used to. I don't know, this generation I blame dating apps.
I'm telling you, man, everybody's struggling. Man doesn't want to put effort because he has thousands of women. She must be related to Borat. I love the movie Borat. Borat's so funny, and this accent is perfect. I love it. I love it. Doesn't want to go to dinner, right? Isn't that a funny face? I got her frozen in just a. Oh my God! You know what's funny? I mean, listen. She's saying the same story. She believes that the men that she matches with are like all men. All men just get thousands of women. They just send them a same copy and paste message, and they tell women, "Come over." Puts no effort. They put in no effort. You know, and she don't want to spend any money on dinner because she don't want to spend any money. Okay, and she feels like she has to go to these men's house and sleep with them. And maybe that's why her face looks the way it looks. She looks like she got something, right? She looks like she got some kind of disease. I'm just saying. Her face looks hurt. Right? Shout out to everyone that believes that if you're white, you're attractive. That's like, it's so racist to think about that. It's not even funny. But I get it. We live in a racist world. We live in a racist America still. I'm just saying, right? A racial America where, you know, they think your beauty is based on your color. I don't think that way, but hey, if you feel that way, I get it. You know, all white women look beautiful to you. All black women are ugly to you. I get it. It's just more reason for why black women should understand you need to cooperate. I mean, I hope I drive this point home. Black women, you need to cooperate, all right? You have no other option. You have no other choice. Anyway, here's a white man that struggles on dating apps, and he's telling men, yo, men, stay off of dating apps, right? Let's listen to what he has to say.
Fellas, get off the dating apps. Get off the dating apps if you want any good results here. Just get off the dating apps. They don't even like y'all on dating apps. They can't stand you guys on dating apps. They complain so much about how bad the dating apps are for them. Leave the dating apps. Just leave. They look for the red flags immediately. They'll screenshot y'all and send it to their best friends. They're doing TikToks of y'all. It's embarrassing for y'all out here. They swipe on 7 out of 100 of y'all. That's how much they don't like you. Get off the dating apps. Save yourself a shit ton of time, stress, and everything else, and get up out here in the wild and go after what you're interested in. Focus on yourself, but develop your interpersonal skills. Get up out in the wild and start going after what you're interested in. Don't let them gamify you anymore because they're sick of you guys on dating apps. I'm telling you, they complain about you the most, how bad it is out here. Get off. If you have self-respect, you need to get off the dating apps. Don't be sending roses and hearts. They can't stand you more when you send roses and hearts. They get sick. They're like, ugh, he sent me a rose, girl. Yuck. Oh, you think I'm playing? Ask the girls when they get sent the roses. They don't even look at them. It's almost pathetic to them. It's like, yeah, he sent me a rose. They have overwhelming numbers and options on dating apps, and you don't get it. You ain't doing it. You're not having any success on dating apps because you're on dating apps. Get out in the wild. I'm telling you, I promise, this is gonna save you. Your life will be so much better if you just hop your ass off. Fellas,
I like what he's saying, but here's the reality, right? And if you watch people long enough, they're telling themselves, he's struggling with the women he wants. The women, they describe that they're struggling with the man that they want. Everybody's struggling to get the person they're attracted to. In my personal opinion, all of our egos are inflated to think that we're more attracted than what we really are, okay? I tell people all the time, and I hate to say it because I get people in the comments always mad at me when I say it. And men judge me as if, I want to sleep with men. I don't want to sleep with men. So stop telling me you don't find me above average in attraction, right? The reason why I say I think I'm above average in attraction, one, because women tell me things that they probably don't tell you. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't even want to go into the things that women say to me regularly. The way I get hit on in public. The nasty things that women whisper in my virgin personal training ears when I'm at my work. When I'm at my job. When I'm on the gym floor. Women whisper nasty things in my ear. Things that they don't whisper in your ear. Okay? So I'm saying that, like, if you are above average, if you think you are, you should have above average results, experiences. You should be doing very well on dating apps if you're above average. If you're not doing well on dating apps, you're not above average. And that's okay. Most people aren't. And this is why most people are frustrated on dating apps. Men and women alike. Okay? Everyone ego has been inflated by the illusion of options. They're not options. Just because you could swipe on more people, all the people you're swiping right on, none of them are going to like you. Okay? Someone I knew from my job wanted help on his dating apps. Right? He came, he was like, can I look at your Hinge? I was like, all right, you can look at my Hinge. He was like, 400 matches. He was shocked. All the matches, like yeah, people think I lie. I made videos about this. I'm not lying. The reason why I started paying for Hinge at a certain point, because I was doing so well on Hinge, I'm like, how much better would I do if I just paid for it? And I did even that much more better. Okay? So yeah, these apps are rigged for the top 20% of men. They are. Okay? But I want to address something I think that a lot of people who are struggling getting with girls that they want, the hole they run into. They run into this hole. And I have a different theory about this. This is why I'm writing my book, Triple Your Body Count. I'm writing it because so many men have dating backwards. They have dating backwards, okay? Now, I was watching a Casey Xander video. I don't know if you guys know Casey Xander. Shout out to Casey Xander. He makes good videos. And one of the videos is talking about the one thing you need to do if you want to get the girl you want. And he's talking about trying to manipulate girls by acting like too nonchalant. And, you got to pull back. And, I tried things like this. I've heard that dating advice before, right? You got to act like, you don't need her, you don't want her. The problem with that, I'm going to give you a little bit of tidbit from my new book that's coming out. I'm going to give you a little bit. I'm not going to give it too much away, right? But the problem with that is that you're not going to be able to seize the opportunity when it presents itself. One of the things I talk about in my new book, Triple Your Body Count, is seizing opportunities. Too many men are walking around trying to manipulate women, acting like, oh yeah, I'm too good for you. Oh yeah, whatever you want from a girl, whatever you want, girl, I'm not paying attention. I'm indifferent. All this, I'm stoic. And I get it. The idea is trying to be like unattached to the outcome. But here's the reality. If you're trying to get an outcome and a girl you want is trying to throw it on you, if you keep pulling away, she's going to walk away eventually. But so many dating coaches keep recommending this to people. Play like indifferent. Act like she's like one of many girls that you have. You guys are pretending, acting like you're high value when you're really not. When you really like a girl. I've done this before. I had a girl I was working with. We were both servers at a restaurant. I tried this exact method before. She liked me. She had a fatty, bro. Haitian girl, fat ass. Light skin girl too. Nice body. She came up to me one day at work. She was like, can you hold me? I'm feeling down. She came up to me, wanted to lay on me. That was a perfect opportunity. I could have held her, maybe even rub on her butt a little bit. You know what I did? Because I was trying to act like, oh, I don't need her. I'm like, ugh, get away from me. I said those words. In my mind, I'm like, is that going to work? Right? I'm thinking it's going to work for some later opportunity. No, idiot, sees opportunity right then and there. So you can't follow a lot of these dating apps, a lot of these dating coaches. They teach you to do stupid shit that's going to make you miss opportunity. Long story short, me and that girl end up not even liking each other because of me trying to manipulate her. She would text me. I remember we went to a company party. She liked me. I was wearing like these shades. She put my shades on. She took a picture of herself. She took my number, put my number in her phone, blah, blah. Text me, made me text her, whatever. Long story short, she texted me the next morning. You know what I did to act like I was too cool for school? I ignored her. I never responded. This girl keep trying to throw opportunities to me, but because I want to act like I don't care about her, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to act like I had a bunch of girls in rotation. I blew my opportunity. So look, don't follow none of these guys. I'm coming out my new book. I want you guys to be interested in it. If you are interested, please download my free book because I'm going to put you on my email list. And the minute it comes out, you guys should get it. I'm selling this book, though, okay? But one of the things it talks about is seizing the opportunity. Stop trying to create the opportunity. When it presents itself, you got to take it. You have to take it, okay? Don't follow a lot of these dudes. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, all right? Anyway, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other video, and I'll see y'all over there.